Headquartered in the Cayman Islands with locations around the Americas, Caledonian Global Financial Services offers a breadth of financial products to both high net worth individuals and institutional clients. Here to tell us more are joint CEOs Barry McQuain and Kobi Dorenbush. Barry, Kobi, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kobi, introduce us to Caledonian Group and the services you offer to your clients.
Caledonian was founded in 1970, and over the years it's grown substantially. Today we're over 120 employees in 4 countries around the world. If you look at all the assets that we work with based on deposit, custody, trust, and administration, we're working with about $30 billion in assets today. About 2 years ago, our partnership group acquired the Caledonian Group from its founding family. And since that time, we've been refocusing the business to 4 key areas. The first is fiduciary services, which include incorporations both in the British Virgin Islands and the Cayman Islands, trust services and directorship services. We also provide securities brokerage and custody. We provide wealth management services to our high net worth clients around the world. But our core business is banking. Caledonian Bank is the only privately owned Class A bank in the Cayman Islands that focuses exclusively on high net worth individuals, international business, and institutional clients.
You're based in the Cayman Islands, so what challenges does this present?
Well, I think many jurisdictions have challenges, particularly after the crisis in 2008 at all financial centers. Actually, Cayman has quite a few strengths. We're in the Eastern time zone, close to quite a bit of wealth and quite a bit of business in the United States. Geographically, we're an easy plane flight from about 12 other cities on a daily basis. In terms of assets, the Cayman Islands is the 5th largest financial center in the world, and that is due primarily to the expertise and the experience that has developed in the Cayman Islands over the last 40 years. I think perception is one of the challenges that we face. That in the Cayman Islands, we are all out with our feet in the sand doing business in between surfing and good waves and diving, which is true sometimes. But the reality is we run a global conservative business, banking, accounting, financial needs, the same as any other global financial center. It's just our weather is a little bit better.
Kobi, but there are benefits you're able to take advantage of as well.
Sure. I mean, first of all, it's very easy to get clients to come and visit us in the Cayman Islands around December, January, February. But really, the Cayman Islands has a number of advantages that we look to. Cayman is well known for its tax neutrality, of course, but there's also the advantage of being regulatory neutral. What I mean by that is that the Cayman Islands does not impose any personal or corporate income tax. There's no capital gains tax, there's no inheritance tax, and there's no property tax. Also, the Cayman Islands doesn't impose any significant regulatory hurdles on doing business both within the Cayman Islands and from the Cayman Islands. What that means for our clients is that they can come to the Cayman Islands, set up their businesses, and then go forth throughout the rest of the world and engage in international commerce without being hampered or restricted by the regulations or taxes from the Cayman Islands.
And Barry, the Cayman Islands is known as a domicile for hedge funds. Tell us about this.
That's right. There are over 10,000 hedge funds which are domiciled in the Cayman Islands, making the Cayman Islands larger than all other jurisdictions combined. The primary reason for this is the availability of a professional body of expertise. These are the lawyers, the bankers, the deal makers, and the hedge fund investment managers who have all chosen the Cayman Islands because the experience and the expertise is there.
And the captive insurance industry has been particularly successful. Why do you think this is?
The growth is great. In the past year, the growth is probably in the range of almost 30% year over year. The Cayman Islands is the 2nd largest globally, but the largest in terms of healthcare captives. Last year's premiums were about $12 billion on $88 billion of assets, so it's a sizable business. The primary reason for choosing an offshore jurisdiction such as the Cayman Islands has to do with the experts that are available and the regulatory framework which allows flexibility when guiding and managing a captive.
And finally, Kobi, there are questions over the sustainability of offshore financial services centres. So what's the outlook as you see it?
The question of sustainability really comes up largely due to what I think is the popular media presenting a very stylized impression of the Cayman Islands to sell a novel or to sell tickets to a movie. The truth about the Cayman Islands is that doing business there is very much like doing business anywhere else, with the exception of the good weather and the beach. In reality, the sustainability of the Cayman Islands is very positive. We're very bullish on the future of the industry and the offshore markets generally. We've seen a significant increase in business over the last few years. I think that's largely due to the major economies around the world slowly coming out of recession. And I think that what you can see, or what we expect to see, is that as the onshore markets tend to put more restrictions on doing business and put up more barriers to doing business, capital will find its way to that place that is more neutral, that place that is more willing to accept investment, and more business will find its way to the offshore centers.
Kobi, Barry, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.